He loved me. I know that he loved me. He kissed me on the nose, and we danced, and we talked, and we slept. We were friends, and he said he'd never met anyone like me.
Well, the story of Pryor Rendering spoke to me because I came of age and came out in the state of Oklahoma, much like Charlie Hope. A different time period, but there's similarities in my story and Charlie Hope's story, and what we've discovered is that so many people have told us that they feel like this is their story.
It's the story. I think it is, quite frankly, it is the story that so many of our youth face, and I work with these youth on a weekly basis, and so I continue to hear this story.
Lesbian and gay issues are much more prominent today than they were 20 years ago when the book was published. There's been a lot of progress in that regard.
We all know it has changed. We all know that it is better. But this story takes place in the 60s and 70s. The history of the folks that came before us that came out, that struggled, and students that I teach now that struggle now.
I think it shows the same relation that we had the same feelings, the same thoughts, the same struggles back in the 60s that people my age went through, that I could have the same thoughts that the kids go through now.
You think it gets easier and it gets more open and affirming, and in some ways it has, but in other ways there are those hard no's that are just as hard as they ever were.
In a world where North Carolina is re-legislating discrimination against the LGBT community, and in a world where people are imprisoned and killed for being gay, there's still work to do. Gay or not gay, we're always looking for our tribe. We're always looking for the people who are like us. We're always looking for the people who stimulate us and are of like mind.
I hope it specifically speaks to a young gay audience, and they might be able to get some hope from the story, that there's still reason to hope and there's a future happiness for everybody. The story is still unique enough, I think, and at the same time universal enough that it speaks to a wide audience.
A good piece of theater, a good piece of art, a beautiful piece of music can change a person, can change their viewpoint, can change the way that they look at things, can change the way that they see their relationships in their life. And not to be pretentious or lofty, but I think that that's what we're trying to do.
I'll be the tree. I'll be the star.